Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Chrisley family net worths reveal how much of their crazy wealth they lost before President Trump pardoned Todd and Julie. Months after President Trump pardoned the couple, the Chrisleys are back on reality TV. The Southern family flaunted their extravagant lifestyles on their USA network shows Chrisley Knows Best, and according to Chrisley, now they're returning with the Lifetime series, The Chrisleys, Back to Reality. The show will follow the lives of the family as the breadwinners of the family, Todd and Julie, are eventually pardoned, released from prison, and return home. In 2019, the couple was indicted by a federal grand jury in Atlanta in 2019 for 12 counts of wire fraud, conspiracy to commit bank fraud, and conspiracy to defraud the United States. Todd Chrisley was initially given a sentence of 12 years before it was reduced by 2 years, while his wife Julie was sentenced to 7 years. President Trump pardoned the couple on May 28, 2025, and phoned their children, Savannah Chrisley and brother Grayson Chrisley, from the Oval Office to share the news. The family aims to share their side of the story in the show. We can tell this story today, and then we can be done with this part of our life. Todd says in a trailer of the show, "I'm looking at this as me exposing the truth. And depending on how long this interview goes, you might see more than what you bargained for." The Chrisley family has always been synonymous with Southern charm, lavish living, and reality TV drama. But behind the laughter, quick wit, and extravagant homes showcased on Chrisley Knows Best, there was also a financial story. One that spiraled into legal troubles, prison time, and eventually an extraordinary presidential pardon. When Donald Trump pardoned Todd and Julie Chrisley, the family's wealth and reputation had already endured a brutal shakeup. Their net worths, once considered emblematic of reality TV royalty, looked far different after years of scrutiny, fines, and frozen assets. Let's dive into the rise, fall, and surprising comeback of the Chrisleys' fortunes. Todd Chrisley, from multimillionaire to rock bottom. Todd Chrisley was once the powerhouse of the family brand. At the height of his reality TV fame, Todd was estimated to be worth $40 million, thanks to real estate development, TV contracts, and brand partnerships. His personality, a mix of strict Southern parenting and witty one-liners, turned him into a star who could command big checks. But beneath the surface, the finances weren't nearly as glamorous. Long before his prison sentence, Todd faced bankruptcy, tax battles, and accusations of living beyond his means. When he and Julie were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion, their net worth plummeted. Estimates suggested Todd's finances dipped into the negative millions as restitution, legal fees, and lost TV income piled up. By the time of his incarceration, Todd had little left in liquid wealth, relying instead on what remained of the Chrisley family brand and his children's independent ventures. Julie Chrisley, the Southern matriarch's lost fortune. Julie was often portrayed as the grounding force of the family. Her estimated net worth at the peak of Chrisley Knows Best fame sat around $3 million. She earned from the show, cookbook sales, and family endorsements. However, just like Todd, Julie's wealth took a direct hit. The federal trial froze assets, drained accounts, and stripped away much of what she had earned. By the time she reported to prison, Julie's estimated net worth had dropped dramatically. Some reports even suggested she was worth less than $500,000, with most of it tied up in legal expenses. When Trump's pardon arrived, it didn't instantly restore Julie's bank account, but it did open the door for potential new earnings. With freedom came the chance to return to television, write books, and reclaim her image. Savannah Chrisley, the resilient daughter. While her parents' wealth was unraveling, Savannah built her own path. The former beauty queen and reality star turned podcast host had already dipped her toes into fashion with her line, Sassy by Savannah. Her estimated net worth hovers around $1 million, $2 million, largely from entrepreneurial ventures and her podcast, Unlocked with Savannah Chrisley. During her parents' incarceration, she took custody of her younger brother Grayson and niece Chloe, showing fans her resilience. Unlike her parents, Savannah's fortune didn't collapse under the weight of the trial. Instead, her public sympathy and hustle may have actually strengthened her earning power. With her parents pardoned, her brand could expand even more, positioning her as the family's next financial anchor. Chase Chrisley. From reality star to entrepreneur. Chase was often portrayed as Todd's mischievous son, but he too has tried to carve out a financial identity beyond TV. His ventures into real estate and business partnerships have been modestly successful, leaving him with an estimated net worth of $500,000, $1 million. Though he doesn't command the same attention as Savannah, Chase avoided the massive financial wipeout his parents endured. He has the flexibility to rebuild without the shadow of federal prison time. Grayson Chrisley and Chloe Chrisley, too young for fortunes. Grayson, the youngest Chrisley child, and Chloe, Todd and Julie's granddaughter, don't yet have independent net worths. But during their parents' imprisonment, they became central to Savannah's life story. Their future financial prospects hinge heavily on the revival of the Chrisley brand post-pardon. The toll of legal battles on family wealth. Legal fees, restitution payments, and halted TV production cost the Chrisleys tens of millions. At one point, NBC Universal canceled Chrisley, knows best in its spin-offs, cutting off a huge revenue stream. Reports suggested that between frozen assets, repayments, and lost income, the family collectively lost over $30 million in potential wealth. Todd and Julie's dream homes were sold off, luxury cars disappeared, and lavish vacations became memories of another life. But with the Trump pardon, the financial picture changed overnight. Though a pardon doesn't erase debts or civil penalties, it does remove the criminal record. And that's a huge deal in Hollywood. With their names cleared legally, networks and production companies may once again be open to partnering with the Chrisleys. Rebuilding the brand, Todd and Julie's story, combined with Savannah's determination and Chase's entrepreneurial spirit, sets up the perfect stage for a comeback. Reality TV thrives on redemption arcs, and the Chrisleys have one of the most dramatic in recent memory. Potential income sources post-pardon include a rebooted reality series documenting their return to freedom, book deals from Todd and Julie about prison life and forgiveness, speaking engagements about resilience, faith, and family, podcast expansions with Savannah at the forefront. The family, once defined by extravagance, might lean into a "we lost it all, but we're stronger than ever" narrative. Ironically, the very financial downfall that nearly destroyed them could become their ticket to new wealth. Final thoughts. Wealth lost, but not forever gone. The Chrisleys went from being reality, TV's Southern royalty, to inmates serving lengthy sentences. Their net worths evaporated almost overnight, leaving them financially stripped and emotionally battered. Todd and Julie bore the brunt of the collapse, their fortunes shifting from millions to debt-ridden despair. But Trump's pardon gave them something money couldn't buy: a clean slate. Now, while their bank accounts may not yet reflect the opulence they once flaunted, their brand is ripe for revival. And if history has shown anything, it's that the Chrisleys know how to turn chaos into opportunity. Their story is no longer just about crazy wealth, but about survival, resilience, and the unpredictable twists of American fame.